This is our April 2024 bicycle tour with Bill, Bob, and Steve. I should be riding up with the guys to Bald Eagle State Park, but I'm waiting for a tent, a new tent I ordered made in the UK and
Hey,
shipped from
boys.
Spain to get to me.
What are you doing?
Hey, Steve.
We don't know.
Hey, Steve.
You dropped your
No,
lesson
look
there.
at this. I showed my bracelet.
I put it on. Yeah.
Have a good one, and give us a text when you start.
I will.
Okay.
I
See you
will.
tonight.
Okay,
All right.
See ya.
Yep. Have a good one.
So I've just ridden down to the highway where they pass below my house to watch them go by and tell them I'll see them tonight once the tent comes in.
All right. See you, boys. Yep. Safe one.
Well, my tent wasn't delivered until about 4:30, so I had to get my wife to drive me all the way up to Bald Eagle. I missed the first 31 miles of riding with Bill and Steve, but arrived at Bald Eagle and they had the campground all set up and had already made their dinner. Got my new Wild Country Terra Nova tent set up, and this is our campground at Bald Eagle State Park. We'll walk around here. Bill's tent,
Cindy, that's his
Steve's tent, and there are Bill and Steve washing up after supper. Campfire's going. Their clothes on because Linda had to bring me over today. My bicycle, and we'll come back around over here. And here's Bill's bike, and God knows why it's supposed to be like 32 degrees tonight. He brought along his fan. It says to keep the condensation out. A little bit much, I think. Steve usually makes and maintains the fires, but Bill and I certainly enjoy them. A beautiful full moon rose just before sundown, and we prepared to go to sleep. That beautiful old oak tree makes a wonderful place to hang our food away from the bears. Here you will see a detailed map of our second day's travels. We will leave the campground at Bald Eagle and eventually get to Little Pine State Park campground. Now, we will be the little green dot, and you will see all of the cars or trucks that come up, all the vehicles actually that come up behind us and pass us. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you will see the time in our journey, the distance we've traveled, and how many vehicles have passed us. You'll also see a physical representation. When they pass us, they will flash a little pink light if they're within a reasonable speed. So here we go, leaving the campground. The first car that passed us, and now we're out on Highway 150. Going past the lake. And in just a moment, we're going to make a turn down onto Sayers Dam Road. It's another car that passed us right there. This is Railroad Street. And this is known as Bald Eagle Mountain Road. We're on Bald Eagle Mountain Road right now, and 31 cars have passed us.
This is Mill Hall, Pennsylvania. Then Flemington. And Lock Haven. We stopped and had breakfast, a second breakfast at Texas Lunch. After taking all those back roads, we're now merged back onto Highway 150 with higher traffic. And now we're coming into Avis, Pennsylvania. Riding over Highway 220 and up Highway 44. Right here we leave Highway 44 and get on the Pine Creek Rail Trail. And the first thing we notice is that the White Tails parking area is now open. If you see anything pass us now on the Pine Creek Rail Trail, it's just a bicycle, probably one of us. If one of us gets a little bit too far behind and then hurries to catch up, my radar will actually catch it and count it as a vehicle. It rarely happens, probably once or twice a day or on the trail or something like that. Very rarely is it another bicycle coming up behind you. Now we've gotten off the Pine Creek Trail and at McConnell's Country Store, and we're headed up the Little Pine Creek Road. In the end on this day, we will be passed by 118 vehicles. Arriving at our campsite. Steve preparing the morning's fire. It was so cold, all the water outside our tents froze, and Steve is giving us something to warm us up. This is the video we took of that day's journey. I left a little bit before Bill and Steve because I wanted to make sure that I filmed these beautiful redbuds that were in bloom coming out of the Bald Eagle Campground. At the top, I'm going to park my bike and take a picture by the entrance sign and then catch Bill and Steve coming up and out of the park. I hate this hill. It's always so hard to hit this thing the very first thing in the morning before your legs are warmed up. Those redbuds, though, are just so beautiful. Just beautiful. And it's a beautiful morning. at the top, at the entrance to the park, but leaving. And here comes Bill up.
Street, like we always go
Quickly
in.
followed by
And then we'll
Steve.
come back to the main road. That way we can stop at that store to get a sandwich or something
Yeah,
for this
for here.
campground.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here we're headed east on 150. And making that turn down Sayers Dam Road.
Why has this turn later?
At the bottom, there was a man fly fishing in the dam's outlet stream. And here we are entering Mill Hall.
The big ones. Hey Bob,
Yeah.
I want to put bridges open.
If what's open? Yeah, I hope so.
My Garmin and my GoPro are very close to one another, so the GoPro is picking up the Garmin's beeps.
We had that
as
walkway
cars
through there the
approach,
last
you will
couple
hear
times.
not a single beep, but beep beep beep, meaning that there's a car approaching. The radar is detecting the car, and it should pass. If you listen carefully, I think you will understand at least that beep on the Garmin. I get other beeps, single beeps with drink and eat warnings or notifications, things like that. But the car passing beep is distinctive.
Morning. Be careful now.
There was one. And the vehicle passes.
Car back.
There was another, and it takes this car a while to get past us. Coming into Flemington, which is just a little kind of a suburb of Lock Haven, but the traffic is heavy out here on this highway.
Oh God, that's a bad grate.
Up ahead is the bridge Bill was asking about. The last few times that we have been through here, the bridge has been closed, but they've always had a little walkway by its side that we could walk our bikes through. But this time, it looks like the bridge is open. It's still a pretty darn narrow bridge. Texas lunch, second breakfast.
I'm going to lay upside yours, Bill, so I'm going to lay upside yours.
Yeah.
I might get hot cakes.
And here we're riding through Avis, Pennsylvania, so fast that we're warping both time and space. The Whitetail Access Area just been opened. They've made it this beautiful. This is very nicely done. Coming in through the gates into the Waterville area, so we will be getting off the Pine Creek Rail Trail in just a minute and headed up Little Pine Creek Road up to the Pine Creek State Park. We do stop for a minute or two at McConnell's Country Store, have a soda, candy bar before we head over to the Little Pine Creek Road. Bill and Steve are faster climbers than I am, so they arrived a little bit ahead of me at the state park, Little Pine State Park, and I need to find out where they are thinking about camping. But here we are, here I am, entering the state park. Off to the left, I can see a man who has been trout fishing, and you may just catch a glimpse of him in this little piece of GoPro footage, but I'll ask him if he's had any luck fishing, and he says he caught one.
Having any luck? Oh, good.
And there they are off to my right.
This where we are, young man?
Huh?
This where we are? This where we're gonna be?
Well, think about it. What do you think?
Plenty of spots.
There's enough area.
There's a ton of flat area right there.
Yeah, it was, how do we say?
Huh?
What did you say?
There's a ton of flat area there.
Yeah, we just tried to pick a little high point in case it would rain,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh no, Bill, you want to be in the low spot.
We can't do this until we go back down and read because it don't tell you the price.
It's probably 20 something.
Well, he paid $29 yesterday, so it might be the same.
Want me to get this?
You and me, Steve got the one yesterday. No, whoever gets the one day gets, the other guy gets the one, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's just take this one. I like this spot.
Okay. This is a go, but Bob made the decision. We'll blame it on Bob. Just came back from supper. We went out tonight, had a nice hamburger, french fries, tossed salad.
Yeah,
So we're in good shape.
there's
Steve, back there's Bob. Was at campground Little Pine. Got there this afternoon. We haven't got kicked out yet. We got nice tents. A few people here at the campground, not many, nothing like Bald Eagle. Clothesline hanging out. That guy over there I'm coming to, I had to go and get a hammer from him. He gave me a nice hammer to use. Steve wouldn't go over such a sis. Anyways, coming back, it was 360.
And this is the detail map of leaving Little Pine State Park and headed back to Bald Eagle Campground. Basically, we're taking our path in reverse. We will do a few things different in Lock Haven and see a few different sites on the way back. But we'll just let you follow this and count the vehicles and see where the major traffic is. And this is Avis. Notice that I go back and forth to take a picture of a peacock. We're back in Lock Haven, where we eat at a Burger King. We're staying on Highway 150, but there is a lot of traffic. We're just staying there so that we can stop at a lichen store in Beech Creek. Coming into Beech Creek, there are a lot of Amish buggies that we see. At the end of this day's ride, when we get back to our campsite at Bald Eagle, 230 vehicles will have passed us. Well, this is Little Pine State Park, and it's morning. It rained a little bit through the night. Everybody, I think, has slept pretty well. Bill and I are up. Steven's still over there in his tent. Looks like we've got blue skies. Hope we'll keep them all day. Not supposed to. Around 10 o'clock, I think we're supposed to get some rain this morning. But my tent held up very well. There's Bill. Bill's tent over here. Steven's tent. Bill still making breakfast this morning. Back over here, a trusty bike.
Hey,
Use the helmet cap to keep my seat dry. And you can see way down there we still have some clouds. Quite low in the below the mountain tops anyway. And they come up through here this morning. It's been very beautiful. So we really have enjoyed Little Pine State Park. Anyway, nice bicycle trip.
Here I'm headed out of Little Pine Creek State Park on Little Pine Creek Road, and I've left ahead of Bill and Steve. There are little rollers coming in and hills coming in and going back out of the state park, and since Bill and Steve are faster in this section of the trip than I am, I've left a little early. I'll beat them down to Waterville, and then they can catch up with me, and I won't slow the whole trip down. They won't have to wait for me. I'll need to wait for them a little bit. It's a beautiful ride down, and you go up and you go down on this section of the road.
Oh, I thought I'd turn that Pine State Park. It's over there.
Notice on my Garmin, I'm doing just a little over 3 miles an hour right now, 3.5, 3.4, 3.6 miles an hour, coming up on the top of this crest.
I believe this is the crest of the last hill before I drop all the way down to Waterville. And the Waterville corner. Can't see from that direction. Nothing coming. We'll just meet the boys here. Right up at the top here. Good enough.
All three of us together again, headed down the Pine Creek Rail Trail. And back in Lock Haven.
Oh, damn!
Oh, no, he did. He went through.
I knew I could catch your back wheel, Bill.
I like them, but they're expensive. I don't put in.
Car back.
Outside the Burger King for lunch. I didn't film many, but there were lots of Amish or Mennonite buggies coming out of Beach Creek or through Beach Creek. As Bill said, it has to be a lot more dangerous for them than it is for us. And here are our bikes outside of Likens Market in Beach Creek.
Back down at Bald Eagle. Very windy here this afternoon. And we just done finishing supper up. Clothesline still out. But yeah, so it's supposed to get cold tonight. It's calling for frost. I don't know if it's going to make it or not.
And this is the detailed map of our last day out. We're headed from Bald Eagle Campground back to my house. Again, right now we're just leaving the campground. This entire ride will be on the same highway. Sometimes it's numbered 150, and sometimes it's numbered alternate 220, and sometimes it's called North Eagle Valley Road. But quite a bit of traffic on it, more than what we would like. But the cars are all decent, and we have a decent shoulder the whole way on this road. Here we stop at a Sheetz and watch a bicycle exhibition at the Bald Eagle High School. It was something else. Our last stop together was at Likens Market in Port Matilda. Here I turned towards home, and Bill and Steve headed towards Tyrone. 157 vehicles passed us. Here we are riding past the Bald Eagle High School on 150, and when we pass it here in just a little bit, we're headed to the Sheets just to use the restroom facilities. But we noticed that there was a bicycle exhibition going on in the parking lot right next to the Sheets, and so I take a little time and come over and watch one of the little exhibitions. It was pretty startling, and I don't think I would have wanted to have been the assistant principal.
He's asking you, sir. Number one, stay seated. We don't want you to run away, anything crazy like that. And number two, you got to keep your eyes open. Because you, sir, you have the best seat in the house. Everybody reach up in the air, wave goodbye to Mr. O, who's a good dude. Who's the vice principal? You're going to have a big shoe to fill. Sorry, I meant to say it, not Brett. I'm going to get out of the way because this is incredibly dangerous. Do not try this at home. Do not tie down your cat, your dog, or your school principal and jump them over on your BMX. We leave that right here for Mr. Jared Heitzman, professional car mechanic. Somehow that qualifies him for this stunt. Turn it up, Jake! Oh, you're nowhere near the PA. Turn it up! Make some noise!
Holy shit!
I'm drinking a pretty big chocolate milk at our last stop together, Likens Market, Port Matilda, Pennsylvania. Hope you enjoyed our tour.